Today's adventure on our way to Texas, we're making a first stop in a place that needs no introduction to the enemy of the University of Georgia. Walking around the campus for a quick second at the University of Alabama. Hello my friends, Mr. Nomad Ben here. Welcome to a new installment of my videos. I took a little break from the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of the Chattanooga Comic-Con panels of Star Wars, Rachel McFarlane and Marty Grubstein, and the Futurama cast. I hope you guys enjoyed those. I just some filler time while I'm taking a little time off to spend time with my family and collect my thoughts. But we're back for the rest of the 2023 season because we're on our way to Texas as it is. So my family and I took off a little earlier than we thought. So we're going to enjoy our trip. So we made it to Tuscaloosa, decided to spend the night here and just kind of check out the stadium real quickly. And they're going to make our way to Jackson, Mississippi and entering New Orleans. So this is going to be one of those journey type vlogs that we're about to do today. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Let's go check out the stadium real quickly. Then we're going to go walk our way over to the Black Warrior River on the other side of campus. Make our way to Jackson, then New Orleans. I'm inviting you to come with me as we journey to Texas. And here we go.
It's all about where you've been, Nomad Ben. Tell us all about the finer points of living and traveling. Food, beer, history, nature quest. Every corner of the song to the great Midwest. Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben.
So here we are at the Bryant-Denny Stadium. Just kind of get an idea of what to expect of walking around here. Clearly the University of Alabama. And you're greeted by football players carrying an American flag. And as I'm filming of this, it's November 17, 2023. So a little bit of a week after the game against University of Alabama and University of Tennessee of Chattanooga. So that'll be the next game that we're about to play. They're about to play. Sorry, I'm a Georgia fan, so I cannot say we're about to play in that one. We got a little bit of legendary coaches of Alabama right over here. And then we're going to make our way over to Nick Saban. This direction is the only football coach I'm familiar with. I know my friend Alabama Brett will probably know so many stories about these other coaches. But this is the only coach that I'm aware of, so I'm very new to college football history because I married into a family full of college football fans. Well, Coach Nick Saban bringing a lot of champions from 2009 all the way to current to 2020 because Georgia has taken the titles after that particular year. But good old Mr. Nick Saban. Going to make my family and I are on our way to get a quick breakfast because we're only here just for a short amount of time. Perhaps, you never know, I might come back with Alabama Brett for a game or something to really explore Tuscaloosa, but who knows, that is the least of my concerns for the moment because I have been to Alabama now, I've been to University of Tennessee, so I have not been to Athens just yet. But being greeted by this big elephant, when they say Roll Tide, and they have the elephant that is their mascot. That is right, that is a huge, huge elephant. Check it out, there's a store actually called Bama Stuff. UA apparel and souvenirs, alumni owned since 1937. Very cool. We just left the football stadium and we stopped by another Broken Egg Cafe for a quick breakfast. And just kind of to enjoy the Black Warrior River right outside of the campus. Nice little river walk that they have here. You know, I guess this is the private property portion, but the pavement is actually, I believe, part of the university. But a little thing about the Black Warrior River, that it does flow into the Mobile Bay. That's pretty cool. And where you can find the Black Warrior River Walk and also this awesome little replica, at least I think it's a replica of Stonehenge, the iconic stone structure out in Europe. You can find this in Jack Warner Road in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Very nice little setup here. Now I gotta say, this is a pretty cool structure of a little replica of possibly Stonehenge. And, you know, I'm never probably going to see the real one in Europe, but I think this is the closest you can get. If you don't want to fly all the way to Europe, just come to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and you can get the structure here. Well, we're on our way to Jackson, Mississippi. I'm actually pretty excited to go check it out because if you guys did not know, Jackson, Mississippi is actually built on top of a volcano. Let's go check it out. Well, it looks like Freddie, Velma, Daphne, Shaggy, and Scooby are even here at the Tuscaloosa campus of Alabama looking for some mysteries. Well, my friends, we have made it to the Mississippi Jackson volcano. It may not look like what you expect it to look like, because I knew it wasn't going to look like a mountain, because I knew it was a dead volcano. It's been extinct for quite some time, but the city of Jackson is built right on top of the volcano. So right below this Coliseum is actually the top of the volcano, but it is actually pretty nice. Like, they actually made the Coliseum kind of slope up with the crater on top, so kind of representing that this is actually the volcano of Jackson, Mississippi. So yes, so we travel all this way to hopefully seeing like remnants of the volcano, but it's turned into a fairgrounds, and it's a good thing that they've allowed me to come here because this is actually a private event going on. But I told them I traveled all this way to see a volcano, and this is the closest thing I am going to find the remnants of the volcano. So I am technically standing on it. So if I dug maybe 55 miles down this direction, I could probably hit magma or dead piles of magma. But this is it, folks. The Jackson, Mississippi volcano, right here at the Mississippi Coliseum. So we're at Belhaven Park in downtown Jackson, Mississippi. Just a little area just to kind of hang out. A little park in the middle of the neighborhood. A big patch of land for your dogs to run or play a little football or something. Got some live music events that could happen right over here. But we're over here because it talks about the history of the Jackson volcano. Talking about the late times during when the shallow seas covered central Mississippi. About 75 million years ago, a volcano erupted through the seafloor, creating an island surrounded by a reef. Today, these structures are located 29,000 feet beneath the city. Uplifted, created the Jackson Dome and the height of the LaFleur's Bluff and Belhaven. These heights influenced Tom Hines to select this area as a suitable place to locate the new capital city in 1821. Isn't that something? After all these years, they decided to build a city on top of a volcano. So as you guys know, I'm a humongous cartoon buff, and of course you guys saw it at the Chattanooga Comic-Con with all those awesome voice actors and artists that I met and went to go check out. So let's talk about the Jackson volcano and the show Powerpuff Girls for a second. I used to watch Powerpuff Girls when I was a kid, so I do remember that the town of Townsville had actually an active volcano in the middle of its city. So it wouldn't surprise me that Townsville was inspired by the town of Jackson, Mississippi, because we all know the villain Mojo Jojo, the monkey with the big brain, had his evil lair on top of the volcano, and the volcano was built in the middle of the city. The volcano is actually in the middle of Townsville, so it would be interesting if Jackson, Mississippi was the inspiration of Townsville for the show Powerpuff Girls. But this is actually interesting history. I drove all this way just to know about some volcano history about Jackson. So that was really cool. Well, friends, we're on our way to New Orleans, so let's go. Well, we're on our way to New Orleans right now, and gotta stop and get the McRib. Cannot wait. We just crossed into the state of Louisiana. I'm pretty excited. I've never been to Louisiana nor to the town of New Orleans. So first time for everything on this trip. And maybe if I'm not so chicken, I will maybe cross the Lake Pontchartrain Bridge one day. I'm just not in the mood for it today. Sun is starting to set now. Crossing one of the longer bridges. Get a feel of it. That is really cool, crossing the bayous. Isn't that beautiful? Crossing part of Lake Panatrine right now. We're not taking the big bridge. We're crossing into 10 this direction. We're close on the shoreline that way. But man, look how big it is. Looks like the ocean. First time ever seeing the New Orleans skyline. That is awesome. For the 12 hours we're staying in New Orleans, we're going to stay at the Moxy for the night, right here off of O'Keefe and Common. And I believe we're staying on the 4th floor. And here we are at the Moxy Hotel. Kind of getting greeted by a little chair that you can sit down here. And the check-in desk is actually a bar as well. And fun little couch cushions. A little Jenga action. What's in the box? Checkers on the other side. Little old-timey stuff in here. Got some arts. Guess this is their business center in here. And here we are on the 4th floor. And our room is down this direction over here. But check this out, an ironing room. Oh, I see. An ironing board and little iron steamer. A traditional iron, and of course you could fill up your water bottle. Very cool. All right, made it inside our hotel room here at the Moxy. Got 2 queen beds. Got the sink. Check out the bathroom. Ooh, nice shower in here. Comes with shampoo and one of my favorite kind of shower heads. A little bit of rain action. Very cool. Now here's our view of Roosevelt Way, room 404. Very cool. Got 2 queen beds for the night, one for my boy, one for Lindsay and I. This really retro looking phone. Hard to believe to say it's retro, I grew up with it. A little technology like this. Got a little setup here. I woke up like this. It comes with, you know, hanging tables and interesting looking chairs. Television. And a little sink. I think I showed that before. Here we are in the heart of downtown New Orleans. There's Bourbon Street. Very cool. We'll make our way to our restaurant just one more block down that way. And here we are. We made it at Gallier's Restaurant and Oyster Bar. Let's head inside. When you walk into the Oyster Bar, check this out. You're greeted by a gator with some Mardi Gras beads. Awesome. Check it out, this New Orleans style jazz painting here. Very cool. Let's go take a look at the menu here. Even though this is an oyster pub, I am not going to do the oysters. But I still gotta eat probably the most New Orleans things on the menu. And a lot of good things. The shrimp platter is very tempting. But yet again, I hear a po' boy, a shrimp po' boy to be a back, is probably the most New Orleans thing to eat. So perhaps this, or shrimp. Or even fried alligator bites. Who knows? And here we are, my friends. My first official New Orleans style po' boy sandwich. Fried shrimp, fries, of course my water. Gotta represent Georgia, of course, but oh yeah, let's do this. Gotta try the fry. No, try the big one. The shrimp po' boy sandwich. Woo! Oh, trying to figure out how to eat this. Very delicious. Wow. True New Orleans experience. Now my wife Lindsay got some Cajun shrimp and I wanted to try one, so buy a little Cajun shrimp grilled. She's gluten-free, of course, you guys know that. Alright, let's go ahead and try it. Oh man. Very delicious. Yeah, good one. We're making our way over to Canal Street to check out Bourbon Street for a second. Yeah, check out the old-timey trolley car over there. Look at that, the heart of New Orleans. Very awesome. And here we are, we made it to Bourbon Street. Very cool. The Hard Rock, the Bourbon House, seafood. Very cool. Bourbon Street, baby. Never thought I could actually be here. This is so cool. Can I get some meat? Legends Park. Got some blues statues over there. America. Wonder if every day is Mardi Gras here. Hello! And that was the Bourbon Street experience. Very cool. First time for everything. Well, I think it's only appropriate to end this vlog here in New Orleans. Is to sit in this chair and then go to the bar and get a drink. Right? Sit down right here. Ah, oh yeah. Pretty good. Very comfortable chair. And only appropriate when you're in New Orleans to get yourself a cocktail. And since this is my layover trip, I'm gonna go and get the layover. Little vodka, little honey syrup, and fresh lemon. Let's do this. So check this out, we got ourselves a little beer tap here, but it's actually water. So it says do it yourself. It has a little toy blocks on it. Let's go ahead and give this a little whirl. Whoa, little spillage there, try that again. There we go, much better. So since we are in Louisiana and we're drinking some water, it kind of reminds me of Adam Sandler's character, Bobby Boucher, who loves his water. And we're just going to have a glass of water before we have ourselves a cocktail. So we got some high quality H2O. Cheers. Delicious water from the mighty Mississippi. Let's get that cocktail. I think I'm going to enjoy my layover cocktail here by the Stay Weird pillow with this weird looking French horn lamp. Got a little light bulb in there. Check that out. You can see all the action going down in downtown New Orleans right here. Little TV. And look at this. The Rock'em Sock'em robot is missing the blue guy. All right, here we go. The layover drink. Cheers, my friends. Ooh, that's a sour drink. It has an okay sweet finish to it. Pretty sour. Let's check out more of the hangout area over here. You got very appropriate vlogger kind of pillow over there, full of cameras. Nice little corner spot right over here too. And now I do enjoy good beers from Abita, so I'm very familiar with their root beer and the Andy Gator. I don't think I've ever had their amber lager before. So cheers, my friends, and happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Cheers to each and every one of you. Because even though I'm filming this before Thanksgiving, well, I just want to say, guys, I'm very thankful for all of you. Well, anyway, cheers. Oh, that's good. Perfect beer. Really good. It's very... It definitely has like a wheat body to it. I can't really describe anything else to it, but this is a really good beverage. If you enjoy amber lagers, I think it's better than Dos Equis. And last but not least, a New Orleans local, the NOLA Brewing Company, for their stout. I cannot wait to have this. Even though where I'm at right now in the United States doesn't really get snow very often, but it is dark beer season, so even though I never thought that New Orleans would make a dark beer, so let's go ahead and try this. Ooh, that's really good. It's kind of like hints of chocolate in this. This is a very delicious beer. Very good. From the NOLA Brewing Company here in New Orleans. And my friends, that's going to do it for today in this particular vlog. I'm going to end it right here in the ironing room where it's a little more quiet, and I'm pretty tired, honestly. Like, we had one heck of a journey today, which I left a little early to make my way to Tuscaloosa, so I left a little early on my trip so I don't feel too incredibly rushed. So we started our journey from Tuscaloosa in the University of Alabama. We made our way to the Jackson Volcano in downtown Jackson, Mississippi, and then we ended it here in New Orleans, and it was so beautiful drive. Crossing those bridges and seeing the bayous and seeing the big lake. This was a fun adventure, and checking out Bourbon Street for the first time. This was quite an adventure, and I cannot wait till we get to the next leg of our trip, which we're heading to Texas, and we're going to be spending a couple days in San Antonio, so I have some ideas lined up for us, just for maybe a vlog or two while we're in San Antonio, before maybe a vlog or two in Austin. I have family in Austin, and I would like to basically keep it close as family, but I do have an idea to meet up with a friend in Austin and possibly even do another volcanic exploration in Austin, if I have time. If you guys enjoyed this particular vlog, give this vlog a thumbs up. It shows that you cared and enjoyed yourself. This was a fun adventure. This is a lot to do in one day, and just enjoying my layover in downtown New Orleans. I'll see you guys in the next one. Eat well and keep your mind walking. I'll see you guys later. An interesting feature I noticed on this old-timey retro-looking phone, so you could dial 0 for calling your crew, of course 911 for emergency, but look at this, 68 for bedtime stories. Isn't that something? So I guess if you had a few too many in Bourbon Street, you have someone to call and tell you some good stories.